Time on a 7.5, just gone 2:15. And as promised, my special guest in the studio this afternoon is a young lad from Romford by the name of Mitchell Reeve. Good afternoon, Mitchell.
Hello.
Now, Mitchell dropped me an email a few days ago. Well, on the face of it, a sad story, but also he's doing something very positive to try and address the situation. He basically dropped me a line to say that his sister was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and as a result of that, he and a couple of friends, a couple of her friends, I think, are going to walk across all, I don't know if it's all, but certainly 10 London bridges. I'm not sure I can name 10 bridges, but 10 bridges in one day, zigzagging backs and forwards, all to raise money for the Teenage Cancer Trust. Now, Mitchell, who's doing that, is just 14 years old, and he joins me in the studio now. Good afternoon, Mitchell.
Hello.
Now, you're going to do this walk. When is this, and why did you decide to do a walk over the bridges?
The walk's on the 25th of February, and I want to do it because my sister was diagnosed on the 24th of January, and it's just I want to help raise money for the charity that I've been helping out, the Teenage Cancer Trust.
Okay, now tell us a bit about, it's your sister, it is your older sister, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how this came about, because it's only been diagnosed very recently, but had she been ill for a long time before the diagnosis?
She had been ill in November, and we didn't really think anything of it, we just thought it was a cold. And then she went for blood tests on the 24th, and Queen's sorted it out really quickly, and they...
That's Queen's Hospital in Romford?
Yeah,
that's right,
and
okay.
they brought her straight in, and then they told us the news, and they found a lump in her throat that she thought was a stuck food or tablet in her throat.
But it turned out it is this acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
Yeah.
So as a result of that, which must have been shocking, terrible news to receive just a month ago for your sister Nicole to receive, what do they then decide to do? What do they decide they've got to happen as a result of that?
Well, she went for a few bone marrow tests, which just checked what was low and what they needed to do, and then she started chemotherapy, and she has that on average around every other day, and she has to go up UCH once a week for an injection, and yeah.
And she's going to UCH in the centre of London,
Euston Square,
every day, and also to Queen's Hospital here in Romford as well, and the chemotherapy and that treatment. I mean, how many times a week is she having chemotherapy?
About 4 or 5 times a week.
Goodness me. And I guess it's had the usual side effects, is it? Which, I mean, it must be bad at any time, but for a 17-year-old girl, I guess she's lost her hair as a result of this?
Yeah, she's lost all of her hair now.
Okay, and how is she managing to fit that around? I mean, at 17, I guess was she at school or college? Or?
Yeah, she goes to St Martin's sixth form up in Shenfield, Brentwood.
Okay.
And, yeah.
But with that many trips to hospital and all that treatment, I guess she can't actually go to school very often, can she?
She hasn't been attending school because obviously she can't get up there.
So what happens for that then? How do you cope with all that?
So my family are trying to get home tutoring, and that's 6 hours a week of school.
Okay, and how is your sister dealing with all this? Because I just can't imagine what I would think if you had this sort of news in the family. But how's your sister and how have the rest of your family been able to cope with this news?
I think we just need to stay strong for her, and she's staying really strong. So.
That's amazing. So you're going to raise some money. Why particularly Teenage Cancer Trust?
Because when I went to UCH, that's where my sister was transferred to, there's a whole wall just for teenage cancer patients, and everything in there's from Teenage Cancer Trust, and it's just so helpful. So
your sister Nicole is already getting help from the Teenage Cancer Trust, so yeah. I guess that makes sense that you want to sort of try and help raise more money to help, first of all, your sister and obviously other people in a similar situation. So who's going to be doing the walk, and where do you start and where do you finish?
We start at Vauxhall Bridge, and it'll be me, myself, Sophie Hogg and Catherine Morrison. We'll be walking across 10 bridges all the way through to London Bridge, zigzagging across the Thames.
How long do you reckon it's going to take you?
6-7 hours.
Gosh, a lot of walking. You've been doing a bit of practicing for this.
Yeah.
And how can people help if they want to raise money and help contribute and obviously encourage you in that walk and help the Teenage Cancer Trust raise money for them? What's the best way for people to do that?
They can donate on www.justgiving.com/Mitchell-Reeve. That's MITCHELL-REEVE.
Okay, we'll mention that again a couple of times in the programme. What we'll also do, we'll put this onto our website shortly as well. And I know you've been in this afternoon to record a community action, so we'll give it some more mentions over the coming week or so. Just over a week away, isn't it? Saturday the 25th of a week on Saturday. Mitchell, wish you all the best of luck with that walk. Fantastic. Wish, obviously, your sister Nicole all the best of luck in that treatment. How long do they expect that chemotherapy and the rest of the treatment to continue for?
It's intense chemotherapy for 7 months, and then it goes on for 2 years.
Goodness me, that's an awful long time. But, well, we wish her all the best, and to you and the family. Thank you for getting in touch with us, Mitchell, and telling us your story. And hope you raise a lot of money for the Teenage Cancer Trust with your 10 Bridge Walk starting on Saturday, 25th of February. That address, again, if you'd like to help Mitchell out, and is obviously doing something very positive to help his sister and the Teenage Cancer Trust, you just go to justgiving, that's written as one word, .com/Mitchell, MITCHELL-Reeve, REEVE. And I said we will put that link and so on our website at time1075.com. Mitchell, have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Take care.